Okay, here I am. SecretWeapon exam tips. Want to know one of the best things you can do in the last 15 minutes before a final exam? I see students out in the hallway, they're sitting on the floor going over papers that they wrote and trying to look at all the different phrases and trying to, get their thoughts in order. I say, just throw that stuff away. You know what the best thing you can do in the last 15 minutes before a final exam? Grab the Toronto Star, do the crossword puzzle. Am I on crack? No. Here's the reason, the logic for that. When you're writing an exam, you already know pretty much what you can say. The question is, how do you organize your thoughts and sequences in a structured way so it can be read by another person, not you, and that person will think that you're smart and that you understand the answer to a question. And the reason for doing the crossword puzzle is because it helps you with the language. By looking at the words, it helps you big up your vocabulary. Because a lot of times when people write an exam, they get stuck on a word, or they use colloquial slang expressions, or they say get money instead of obtain financing. You get money to buy ice cream. You obtain financing for a company. So you may think it's not a big deal, but if you're looking at your answer compared to 54 other answers, you want to impress a prof that you really are at the university college level, and part of it is good vocabulary, using bigger words. And when you do a crossword puzzle, that's all getting the brain synapses working. It's like getting into the ring with Chuck Liddell. What are you going to do the last few minutes before you get in the ring with Chuck Liddell? You're going to warm up, you're going to stretch your shoulders, you're going to prepare your face to get smacked around, etc. It's the same thing when you're doing a final exam. You got to get your brain working. You can't be packing more stuff in. You don't train before you fight Chuck Liddell. You warm up, you stretch, you get your shoulder ready to be twisted back, etc., etc. So that's the logic of doing crossword puzzles before a final exam. And I've said this tip to people for 4 or 5 years, and I always ask them afterwards, did it work? And quite a few people said, yeah, it did. Crossword puzzles help to big up your vocabulary and allow you to use a lot of words and bring that language forward so you got really, really good, well verbally expressed answers. I hope that this is helpful.